Well, now this isn't very good.
Wow, it's tough packing Porsche 996 for a road trip, but the back seats help.
Drivin Ivan here, and I am going on a road trip to Florida in my Porsche 911 996 Carrera 4 Cabriolet. That's right, it's going to be 2,500 miles or so, and long distance in a 25-year-old Porsche 911. So, will I make it okay? Will there be problems? Will there be beautiful sights in Florida and interesting things to see? You betcha there will be. So smash that like button, subscribe, and let's go on a road trip to Florida in a 25-year-old Porsche 911 996. What could possibly go wrong?
Porsches definitely like to throw codes, especially those around the year 2000. You're the 986 Boxster and this one, the 996 911. I have both, and I got the mass airflow code, PE0103 or something, pretty common. Also the Porsche stability management every once in a while comes on. Next time you turn off and start the car, it goes away. Also, sometimes you get a blinking red light on the temperature gauge, but fortunately I haven't seen that one this time at all. Checked all levels, of course, before I left. Got all the tire pressures perfect, so hopefully that'll help me improve the gas mileage a bit, because gas mileage is not too good in these, but and with premium gas it's about as bad as it can be, but hopefully I'll get pretty good gas mileage. I usually do pretty well. I use cruise control a lot. That's why I like the cruise control. I love adaptive cruise control, actually. But yeah, my other two daily drivers, my Prius, yes, I have a video, is the Prius the best car in the world? I think as a car, it is actually the best car in the world. But I'm a sports car guy, so this is my fun daily driver, along with it used to be my Audi TT, and I have a Fiat 500C. That was Charlie Sheen's. That's the last car I took to Florida, because my Prius has been in the shop for so long. That's an interesting story. But I'm going to have a new engine and new hybrid battery soon, so that'll be pretty cool. A 230,000 mile Prius with all new engine and all new hybrid battery, so it should last a very, very, very long time. Really good cars, my second one. But this 996, while not economical, it is fun to drive. You know, all-wheel drive in this one, my Carrera 4 Cabriolet, and a lot of flexibility, throw the top down, and all-wheel drive is great. And having an air-cooled 911, my 82 Targa, I certainly appreciate the earlier air-cooled cars, but there's nothing like that Targa. I love it, the steering feel and everything, but this one still has all those same attributes. Still pretty darn good steering wheel, especially considering it's a Carrera 4, and the grip is absolutely astounding. I mean, this car is amazing. Any conditions, snow, rain, dirt on the road, it just grips. It's amazing, honestly. And well, I love it. And it was not my first choice to take on this road trip. I was considering a Mitsubishi Spider Eclipse that I was going to buy, actually. That was just too much of a dog. You can see that one on my channel elsewhere. What else was I considering? I was considering taking the TT. I was considering taking my Cadillac Elante, actually. 1992 Elante. I was going to take it down there and maybe sell it in Florida. I still might do that later in this winter. But I ended up taking my 996 here. And so far, so good. Just about a couple hundred miles into the journey, and got up really, really early this morning and started up beautifully. It's run beautifully, and so far so good. Well, the car is telling me I'm getting 21 miles per gallon. We shall see if that's right. And about 61 miles or so, which it says is my range, should be interesting. Okay, 21.54 miles per gallon on my first tank. Yeah, not too bad, but premium.
Premium gas.
It seems that Porsche thinks of everything. That sun is very bright, and it's just not an issue because I have taken the visor and just tilted it sideways. So, yeah, Porsche really engineers their cars. Everyone is always asking me which car they should buy, you know, sports cars, things like that. What's the best sports car? Because I've driven just about everything, from the BMW Z1 to the Renault R5 Turbo. You know, I have a Citroen, I have a Lancia Delta Integrale. I've driven some of the world's greatest sports cars, Lamborghini Countach, reviewed all the new Alphas, that sort of thing, even the 4C. And recently drove a Noble. That was amazing. Some car reviews to check out. I just got my Lotus Europa back, and I have an Esprit as well. But the truth about driving the Countach, that's a cool video you should check out. But that being said, I have a friend that just bought an Alfa Romeo Quadrifoglio Giulia, and it's amazing. What a great car! It's very fast, and it's very modern too. But you know, it's kind of like, okay, you know, deal with the Alpha for you know, a couple few years. You'll love it, but you know, eventually you'll probably want a Porsche because they are just engineered to drive to the track, drive on the track, and then drive home. And I have done it in this 996. I drove this car on the track, and I was driving, you know, at least probably pretty close to 10/10s most of the time, but certainly 7, 8, 9 tenths. And it was a very hot day. It was like 95 degrees that day, and no issues. Temperature gauge was higher than normal for sure, but you know, I put the back lid up and let the car cool down, and drove it home and picked up a friend and went out to dinner with the top down. This very same car. So Porsches are engineered for anything you can throw at them, and so they're incredible cars. So to me, Porsches are the best cars, and the Porsche 911 is the best sports car with the back seats, front trunk, you know, the exclusivity. It's an amazing car. Pick a year. Even the 996 here is supposed to be the worst one. I love it. Absolutely love it. And it is better than the air-cooled cars overall. It might not be as much fun to drive, but it's the better car. Porsche never releases a newer 911 that's not better. So the 996 is better than the 993. I know it's sacrilege, but yes, I've driven the 993, even the turbo. That video is either coming or maybe it's already out there, I'm not sure, but yes, 996 better than a 993, 997 better than a 996, 992, 991, yeah. However, I've driven the 992 on the track, and you know, 991 as well. They're just bigger. Watch my video where I compare this one, my 996, to my 911. It's just the sheer size, you know. The bigger the car is, the less fun it is to drive in a sense, and certainly the harder it is to corner and all that sort of thing. But watch my 60 horsepower is better than 600 horsepower for more on that topic. It's a cool video, you should watch it. Also check out how to import a car. I've imported a lot of cars lately. Ginetta G26 and a couple Fiat Barchettas and my MGF that I titled and drove all over Germany, even on the Nürburgring. Yes, I have 2 laps on the Nürburgring in that car on YouTube. Smash that like button, subscribe if you already haven't. PSM off and ABS is a common light that you get in the 986 Boxster and also in this 996 series of cars, and that's Porsche stability management. And basically seems to be a switch underneath the brake actually, and it's a pretty well-known problem, and you can buy like a $20 part apparently to fix it, but really it goes away every time the car is restarted. Every once in a while it reactivates, so it's kind of a hit or miss thing, but if I were to turn off the car right now and restart it, these lights would go off. So kind of a silly thing. A lot of lights in the 996 and in the Boxster that come on that really kind of cancel out very quickly. I have replaced mass airflow sensor for that code P103, but it still comes back every now and again. So kind of strange, but also I bought a cheaper part for that, probably made in China, so that might be a reason that it still comes back on occasionally. I'm not sure. Discuss in the comments. Let me know what you think, all of you technical wizards out there. I am not very technical. I mean, I understand everything, but I just don't like working on cars. I have changed the alternator in my older air-cooled 911, which was not easy. And also, I have changed the starter in this one. And also, I've changed the starter in my 911 SC also. But I do not like working on cars. I don't like cleaning them either. I just like driving them. Well, now here's a car I really like. Yeah, I don't think it's a Hemi, but it is the very, very cool Chrysler 300 Wagon. I actually have reviewed it, except not really the Wagon. I drove a Wagon once, but I didn't review it. I was actually thinking about buying it. It was not a Hemi like that one, but I did review a 300 Chrysler 300C, and I've always liked them. I really like the wagons. Just really, really cool. Maybe someday. You see, magically, after stopping, the PSM and ABS light is off.
Okay, this time it says 23.20 miles per gallon.
Well, as you can see, I have made it to Florida. Good job, 996. So far, about 700 miles, just over 700 miles.
Look at this crazy cool 57 Chevy next to my 996 here, my road trip car. What went wrong with it? Well, it's running like a top. Not that, but this rear 3/4 window is very loose. Not really doing right. And I went to put the key in it the other day, and it just, yeah, the key mechanism just kind of stopped working. So that's it. Other than that, so far, no mechanical things whatsoever. Just those little annoying ABS lights and things like that. But it's been running pretty good. Man, I love that 57 Chevy. I'm seeing some really cool cars down here. I have a whole video on this place right here. Fiat Barchetta stopped me in my tracks. I have two of those. And they got an orange one there with some Abarth wheels on it. You can find that elsewhere on YouTube, but so far, mechanically, so good. In my lovely 996 911. Now I'm off to play some disc golf and probably shoot a video. Well, the car said I would get 22.2 mpgs, and I only got about 21. Gas here at Buc'cees is 328.9, so it cost me $48.92 to fill up the tank. Pretty good for premium. There you go.
Well, you're probably wondering why I have the hardtop on the car. And, well, the top is not in super great condition, the cloth top. So I decided to keep the hardtop on. Of course, it's winter up north. And so that makes the car a bit more aerodynamic. I think it also makes it look like a beluga whale. And it's perhaps not the most attractive state the car could be in. But, you know, the weather forecast down in Florida was not super warm anyway. But I managed to still have a great time on the beach. And just really enjoyed being down in Florida when it's so incredibly cold at home and snowy. And really, I like to be in Florida. And the 996 was really fun just to drive all around. It looks really good too. There's a lot of cool cars down in Florida, and it's great to have something that really blends in quite well. You know, if you don't know cars super well, they see a Porsche and, you know, they don't know it's 25 years old, so that's cool. But Florida was absolutely great, and I ended up starting to shoot a music video called Every Day on the Beach is a Good One. That's the music you heard at the beginning of this video, and that was a great thing. Every day on the beach is a good one, and I really think that's true. I really, really love Florida, but unfortunately, now it's time to pack up and go home.
Okay, all packed up, the 996. Check this out. I bought 2 paintings, plus a lot of other prints and stuff, and I had to position them so that I could see out the rear view mirror, which I did. I've got everything close to me that I need, believe it or not, and extra clothes for when it gets cold. So really, a lot of attention was paid. It looks sloppy, but this is the best I could do. And wow, it's tough packing Porsche 996 for a road trip, but the back seats help. I was considering taking the Boxster, but I think this one's more reliable overall. No question about it. This is very reliable. So far, a couple thousand miles. I'll update you exactly, but my disc golf discs. Concerning those photos, you'll have to check out my interview with artist Barry Kite, an amazing artist that I've actually collected and strangely ran into. That's on my other channel, but I'll post that and post a link too. And of course, check out my Mecum auction stuff. But yes, my disc golf videos too, and everything. 2 guitars also. I brought 1 guitar and bought another one. I collect Fender Mustangs, so check out my Fender Mustang collection. My Free Your Mind music video has a lot of my guitar collection in it. And I did a cool video with Randy from Randy's Guitar Attic down here in Daytona Beach, Florida too. So check that out. But Carrera 4 is ready to head back up north, unfortunately. But I'll be back down south soon because it's just too cold up there for me. But road tripping in a Porsche 996. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so heading back up the strip here in Daytona Beach, Florida. It's a fun time, and I have clocked 1,500 miles so far, 1,500 miles. So I've got another whole bunch to go to get back home. So let the journey start. A lot of construction down here for some reason. Been working on this road pretty much the whole time I've been here, but only closed 1 lane on each side. No big deal. Well, now this isn't very good. Started. Okay, well that was not so great. For the first time, really, since I've owned this car, I didn't want to start after I gassed it up a bit. Gas gauge didn't move either. Now I've been getting a weird noise up over there near where you fill the gas tank. So that's been going on for quite some time. It makes like a weird noise. So maybe that has something to do with it. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Crank sensor? That might be it. I just did a little research. It really wouldn't start until, you know, like the 4th or 5th try there, and I just held it. Finally it started. But I guess my plan is for the
final 8 hours of my journey to not shut it off at all. So I'll just have to gas it up and not shut it off at all. Not thrilled with that, but I don't want to risk it not starting again. Weird how the gas gauge didn't move either. Not really sure about that. Don't know what happened there. But I put enough for it to have moved. I'm kind of waiting until I get to Buc'cees. Kind of love the cheap gas and all the crazy stuff they have to eat at Buc'cees, so I'm going to go there. I put enough gas to get me to Buc'cees, basically. So, currently indicating 23.6 mpgs. It's very, very bright out there. So now I'm kind of holding my breath. This is the first time 996 had issues, except for when I think somehow the water pump failed, and that's been it. So this car's had a new water pump. Other than that, nothing. A battery, of course, but nothing major besides regular maintenance. And I'm not happy about that. And the gas gauge really isn't moving. It seems to be running fine now. The temperature's low, the oil pressure is high, and it's charging well too. So, wow, look at that. 120,000 miles exactly. And I'm gassing up at Buc'cees. 336.9 for premium. Not bad. Let's hope the crank sensor isn't acting up. I'll find out soon. Okay. See what happens. Well, that wasn't pretty, but it started. Hey, 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 south of the border. Every kid wanted to stop there back in the day. And we did. All right. We're keeping on going here. The PSM, Porsche Stability Management ABS light is back on, but still running okay. Little problem starting with that, I think it's the crank position sensor, not sure, but that's what my research tells me. Pretty tough to start it, so it's a little unnerving. I've got to stop definitely one more time before I make it home, so we will see how it goes. Holding my breath. And the same silly check engine light and that whole PSM ABS thing has come back. Notice I have 120,863 miles now, and I've been back from that road trip for a while and driven the car a bit, as well, as you can see, but also, the strange starting situation that felt like a crank position sensor actually started up again when I got gas. It has been making a strange sound for quite a while over by the gas tank, and so maybe one of you 996 Porsche 911 experts out there can tell me what you think it is, because like I said, it fixed itself magically. After I had gotten back, it just starting normally, and that lasted until I got gas, I think the second time after coming home, and then all of a sudden it started up again, but it has also magically stopped again. So it's a mystery to me. Maybe you guys can tell me what happened. I hope you've enjoyed this Florida road trip video in the Porsche 911 996 Carrera 4 Cabriolet, and I love this car. I got to tell you, it's a joy to drive. It's not a show car. It's got the rare
total wood package from Porsche on the shifter, steering wheel, and all that sort of thing. But I just love it, even with the little silly problems that I think are kind of common. Nothing that leaves you on the side of the road with these rear seats, frunk, engineering that shouldn't work but just does, the sounds, the steering, the feedback, and in this all-wheel drive version, the total grip. This is a 25-year-old car with astounding handling. Check out my 60 horsepower versus 600, and you'll see me drive this very car in the snow. It's amazing, and I just love the Porsche 911. Just search Drivin Ivan Porsche. You can see my factory tour in Stuttgart, and check out my lap on the Nürburgring, not in this car, but another car I imported from Europe. Check out I bought the cheapest 911. That's my 911 SC. I'll tell you how much I paid for it. Other bucket list cars that I have a Lotus Esprit. Just got my Lotus Europa back. Check out those videos. And my Lancia Delta Integrale. It's a great car. Fiat Barchetta, where I compare that to my other car that I mentioned that I drove on the Nürburgring. Ginetta G26. That's a wild one. My pop culture videos, you should watch those. Jim Morrison's Life and Death in Paris. Jimi Hendrix's Life, Death, and Lady Friends in London. Banksy's Art in Bristol. Also many more videos on Jim Morrison, where he wrote People Are Strange and Love Street. Disc golf videos, my guitar reviews, and I just did a tour of Hard Rock Cafe's memorabilia in Waikiki, Hawaii. That was amazing. Working on a music video. Every Day on the Beach is a good one. Check out my Fiat Barchetta and my video for what is that? I'll Never Tell, which I did as a tribute to Bob Dylan's Subterranean Homesick Blues. The black and white and the cue card showing the words. That's pretty cool. I also have a color version of that. That's on my Drivin Ivan page. But also follow Ivan Katz Productions, Inc. Video, INK Video on TikTok, INK Video on YouTube. Has my just acoustic songs that I've recorded. I have a lot of original music out there, even on iTunes. Check it out. Free or Mind music video has a lot of my car collection, and also my musical instrument collection too. Definitely check out my Beatles in London and Liverpool video. I See a Real Beetle. That's a really cool video. And also check out what else? Andy Warhol in Pittsburgh is a good one too, and Jim Morrison in Alexandria, Virginia. Again, thank you so much for watching with this road trip in my Porsche 911 996. I'm Drivin Ivan.